found a map!
What is written on it? And
Captain, look! Giaren found a map! I think it's a treasure map.
A treasure map? That sounds fairly interesting.
Read the title. It reads as follows: Treasure of Asia.
indicated here, there are 5 treasures, one in each region: East, Southeast, Southwest, and Central.
What are we going to do then? Should we follow the map and look for the treasures?
I suppose we should follow the trail on the map and explore Asia.
Where are we heading first?
East Asia. See the back of the map. Clues are written on it.
Snuff bottles, leather, stainless steel statue, assembled and disassembled.
The pirates took their time to put the clues together and come up with an answer.
As far as I know, houses in Mongolia are designed to suit the country's natural environment, climate, and nomadic living conditions. They call it yurt, which easily mounts and dismantles itself.
One of the clues mentions leather. Does that imply that the island is known for its leather?
I presume so. Is Mongolia somewhat known for its leather?
Yes, in fact, Mongolians use rawhide and processed leather for making belts, bridles, harness, saddle. They even had such water skins that were used for liquid storage.
Is anyone familiar with snuff bottles?
Mongolians exchange snuff bottles. The person who receives the snuff bottle gently loosens the top and takes out the snuff, pinching it and smelling it or putting it into one's nose.
Then, what's the stainless steel statue clue about?
It's best known as the Genghis Khan equestrian statue. It's a stainless steel statue of Genghis Khan on horseback that is 131 foot tall. The statue is symbolically pointed east towards his birthplace.
It's safe enough to say that Mongolia is the first destination.
Let's hurry then.
The pirates sailed across the vast sea until they reached their first destination.
The map indicates that we should proceed to Ulaanbaatar, where the first treasure can be found.
The pirates collectively exited the ship, their loud footsteps gathering the attention of the people nearby.
We've arrived, so where do we go from here?
First of all, where is Ulaanbaatar? All I know is that is the capital of this country.
I'll ask around. Give me a second.
Charisse then looked around for an unoccupied person with the intent of finding where Ulaanbaatar is located.
Good afternoon. Sorry for the disturbance, but may we know the way to Ulaanbaatar?
Good afternoon. I'll gladly accompany you to the museum inside Ulaanbaatar.
The pirates proceeded to follow Ashelia's lead.
This is the National Museum of Mongolia. It has been open to the public since 1924. The historical collection is subdivided into 3 areas: archaeological, medieval history of Mongolia, and modern historical objects and photography, recordings, and documents. On display are historical, ethnographical, and cultural objects ranging from Mongolia's ancient past, dating back to around 800,000 years ago, to the end of the 20th century, allowing the public cultural and educational opportunities to experience firsthand how Mongolians lived in historical times. The museum storage facility additionally holds over 50,000 historical and ethnographic objects.
Is that so?
Well, this is as far as I can go, and welcome to Ulaanbaatar.
Thank you so much for guiding us here. Stay safe on the way back.
I will. Good luck.
At that moment, Ashelia went home as the pirates continued their search for the first treasure.
It should be somewhere around here.
Where?
The pirates looked left and right looking for the treasure, but unfortunately, they couldn't spot the treasure.
Perhaps we should dig under? Who knows, it may be buried here.
Giaren began digging, and finally, the shovel hit a treasure box of some sort.
Here it is!
Upon opening the box, the pirates found another treasure map, which they assumed leads to the next treasure.
Look! Another map!
Where does it lead to?
Southeast Asia. I do not know which country it is specifically, but clues are once again provided.
The pirates hurriedly left Mongolia as they were excited to find the treasure. Before entering their ship, they stumbled upon Ashelia once again.
Oh, you're going now?
Thank you very much.
You're welcome, and good luck on your journey. Farewell.
The pirates waved goodbye as their ship started moving away from the land.
Now, what are the clues?
Mosque, gold dome, and woven fabrics.
Mosque? Mosque! Have you heard of Omar Ali Saifuddin Mosque? It is the pride of Bandar Seri Begawan, with marble minarets and a gold dome. It presents a modern Islamic style. It's located in Brunei.
How about the woven fabrics?
Cloth weaving in Brunei Darussalam undoubtedly originated within the confines of Kampung Ayer. The majority of Brunei's population lived on the waterfront, apart from the indigenous Borneo tribes and nomadic hunters. It was in their homes that the women, perhaps many of them living closely together, perfected their skills.
What does it mean when it says Islamic culture? Do you have any idea about the clue?
All I know is that Islam is the official state religion of Brunei, and approximately 2/3 of Bruneians are Muslims. And also, Brunei has some of the most beautiful Islamic architecture in Asia, combining the traditional and modern elements with elegance.
We'll find out more once we arrive.
The pirates proceeded to their next stop, Brunei.
According to the map, the next treasure can be found in the Brunei Museum, among the bushes.
How are we going to get there? Is there someone who knows how to get there?
I'll ask around.
Giaren asked around in order to find out where the Brunei Museum is.
Hello! Sorry for the interruption, but can you tell us the way to the Brunei Museum?
I'm on my way to that museum as well. I would appreciate it if you would allow me to accompany you.
Of course! Thank you very much.
The pirates then followed Joshua's lead.
This is the Brunei Museum. It was established in 1965 with its first administrative office at the Civic Center in Bandar, Brunei, currently known as Bandar Seri Begawan. The construction of this building commenced in 1968 and was completed in 1970 and was officially opened on February 29, 1972 by Her Majesty Queen Elizabeth II of the United Kingdom. Its ornate engraving and patterns are based on traditionally Malay designs inspired by the tomb of Sultan Bolkiah, the fifth ruler of the Brunei Sultanate. This museum attracts both local and foreign visitors as a cultural and educational showcase for Brunei Darussalam. Inside, you can see an Islamic art gallery and a chosen masterpiece from various museums collections under the Brunei Museums Department, namely the Brunei Museum, Malay Technology Museum, and Art Gallery.
That is very informative.
I can only accommodate you until here. You can enter the museum and admire the inside of it.
Thank you for guiding us. Enjoy your day!
The map indicates that the treasure is just along with the bushes. Let's start looking for it right now.
The pirates started looking for the treasure, and fortunately, the captain found it behind a bush.
I found it!
Is it another map?
Yes, it leads to South Asia.
Is it the same as the previous maps in indicating clues?
Yes. The clues are Buddhism, jewelry, cave temples, and demon masks.
Cave temples? Does anyone know about Dambulla Cave Temple? It is located in Sri Lanka, and one of the earliest pieces of evidence of Sri Lankan architecture is visible in the form of the different cave temples. Some of the unique and inspiring features of the cave temples include the use of drip ledge to prevent rainwater from entering the caves. Complementing this unique feature are the walls and roofs, which are plastered and adorned with beautiful paintings to enhance the beauty of the caves.
What about the demon mask? Ugh, that sounds horrific.
They use it in healing rites and rituals. They wear it while doing devil dances. Some are dance drama performances, that usually tell elaborate stories and are enacted by experienced dancers and actors.
What is unique about their jewelry?
In ancient times, silver, gold, and gem-adorned bangles, necklaces, and rings, among other ornaments, were considered as a mark of royalty and privilege.
Let's continue our voyage as our third destination awaits us.
The pirates continued traveling and reached their destination, Sri Lanka.
We should go to Sigiriya to find the next treasure. It is a famous landmark, a beautiful heritage museum that is also an ancient rock fortress. So let us search there.
We probably need to join some hikers to accompany us and lead us to the top of Sigiriya.
You're right! Perfect timing! Look at that group of people!
Raki points to a group of people who are geared up and ready to go hiking. Giaren approached them and asked where they are headed to.
Hello! May I ask where you're headed to?
We are going to climb the Sigiriya rock. If you and your group are interested, you can tag along and join us.
That's so kind of you. Thank you. Of course.
The pirates followed the hikers as they climbed the rock, and Ezra gave some details about the rock.
Sigiriya is an ancient rock fortress here in the Matale district near the town of Dambulla in the central province, Sri Lanka. The name refers to a site of historical and archaeological significance that is dominated by a massive column of rock nearly 200 meters high. According to the ancient Sri Lankan chronicle, the site was selected by King Kashyapa for his new capital, and he built his palace on top of this rock and decorated its side with colorful frescoes. On a small plateau about halfway up the side of the rock, he built a gateway in the form of an enormous lion.
The name is Sigiriya. From where was it derived?
It is believed that the name is derived from a structure, Sinhagiri the Lion Rock. The capital and the royal palace were abandoned after the king's death. Sigiriya is one of the best preserved examples of ancient urban planning and is a UNESCO-listed World Heritage Site.
That was quite a piece of factual information about this rock.
I have a question. How does Buddhism connect to Sri Lanka?
Buddhism has had a significant influence on Sri Lankan architecture since it was introduced to the island in the 3rd century BCE. Traditionally, Indian and East Asian architecture has been most significant forms of foreign influence on Sri Lankan architecture, and both have played a significant role in shaping it. Architectural influences from Southeast Asia have also influenced the development of Sri Lankan architecture. Techniques and styles developed in Europe, transported to the country via colonialism, also played a major role in the architecture of Sri Lankan later on.
Now I know! Thank you for that!
The pirates and hikers continued climbing and reached the top of it. They eventually saw a treasure box and opened it.
It's a map for the 3rd time, and it leads us to West Asia.
Alright, we're nearing the end. If I remember correctly, there are 5 regions in Asia, and now we're heading to the 4th.
I really hope that final treasure is worth the while.
Before climbing down, the pirates expressed their gratitude towards the hikers, especially to Ezra.
We appreciate your kindness in letting us join all of you in your hiking. We have completed our agenda here. Sri Lanka is a lovely country and we hope to return soon.
The pirates immediately descended the rock, waved their goodbyes, and boarded the ship, which sails to West Asia.
What are the clues?
Manhood, sandstone, incense, and clay.
I know something about clay. Pottery making in Oman is considered an ancient industry because it has attracted much interest that can be attributed to the multitude of its users in Omanis' daily lives. Aside from that, Adahira Governarote is where the soil is widely available and rich in clay.
Incense may refer to the aromatic substances or mixtures that are burnt on hot coals to make them into fragrant fumes. Usually, incense and coal are put in a traditional clay receptacle called a censer or brazier, whose designs differ according to the region they are made in. Censers or brazier in Oman are usually ornamented with bright engravings and colors.
I have no clue what manhood is all about. Maybe it has something to do with their clothing or a weapon?
Sandstone. The Sultan Qaboos Grand Mosque was built with sandstones. The mosque took 6 years to come to life. As far as I can remember, the mosque can accommodate 20,000 worshippers, including 750 women in a private musalla, which is the prayer hall. The mosque was a glorious piece of modern Islamic architecture.
There's a lot to see in that mosque. When we get there, I'd like to take a walk around and explore.
The excitement of the pirates is indescribable as they sailed to their next destination, Oman.
I'm going to ask the way to the museum. Give me a while.
The pirate approached a woman sitting on the bench and asked her politely.
Good day. Sorry for disturbing you, but do you know the way to the Grand Mosque?
I worked there. Would you mind if I accompany you there? It seems to me that you're a group of people.
We're finding a treasure, and it says on the map that the treasure is on one of the walls in the men's prayer hall.
While walking to the mosque, one of the pirates asked regarding the clue they received earlier about manhood.
Do you know anything about manhood in Oman? Maybe in clothing or weapons in particular.
Are you pertaining to the Omani dagger? It is a short curved sword that takes the shape of the letter J, and is a symbol of manhood and pride among Omani men, who would wear it on their belts.
That's so cool! I'd love to have one.
A dagger's price is usually determined by the raw material it is made of, usually iron, silver, or gold. Silver daggers are the most common, especially for making dagger handles. The blade case determines the dagger's price.
The pirates continued walking until they reached the mosque.
We have arrived. Can we go inside the mosque?
Of course, I would love to guide and share some stories with you.
We would love that. Can you tell us about the history of this Grand Mosque?
Sultan Qaboos Grand Mosque was built with approximately 3 million tons in Indian sandstone. The mosque will mesmerize you with verses from the Quran inscribed in Thuluth script on the corridor bars. The Grand Mosque is embellished in beautiful, colorful mosaic patterns. Walking inside the hall is important to see the handcrafted details of the mosque. It is truly a one-of-a-kind interior art.
There's a lot more to see here in Sultan Qaboos Grand Mosque. The chandelier here is the center of the men's prayer hall is the world's largest chandelier. It measures about a staggering 14 meters and weighs 8,500 kilograms. It contains approximately 600,000 shining Swarovski crystals, with 24-karat gold plating that took more than 4 years to complete.
What about the carpet? What's the history behind this?
The carpet is one of the major features of the interior design, which covers a 4,343 square meter area of the prayer hall. It contains 1,700 million knots, measuring around 60 by 70 meters, and weighs around 21,000 kilograms.
How long did it take to make this carpet?
It was produced by Iran Carpet Company and took around years to produce and bring together the classical Persian, Isfahan, and Kashan design traditions. Unfortunately, I can only tour you until here. Enjoy the rest of the day, and I hope you find the treasure you're finding.
Thank you so much for guiding us. We appreciate it a lot.
While roaming around inside, one of the pirates saw a paper in the wall.
Look! There's a paper! Maybe it is the map for the final treasure.
Raki took the paper and opened it.
A new map heading to Central Asia. That's the last region, right? There's a path to a place. I guess we won't need to ask someone to guide us.
Ah, yes! Let's go finish this adventurous journey of treasure hunting.
Pirates came back to their ship and continued to sail to their last destination, Central Asia.
What's the clue written on it?
Arched Gate, Hisar Fortress, Dushanbe, Tajikistan. I suppose it's a historical site.
That place is also known as the Hisar Fort, and is one of the most interesting historical sites and one of the most famous landmarks in Tajikistan.
Does anyone know more information about the place?
Tajikistan's Hisar Fort has a fascinating history that dates back over 2,000 years. Before being absorbed into the Khanate of Bukhara, the adjacent Hisar town was one of the main trading posts along the Great Silk Road between Termez and Kashgar.
The fort was built on a hilltop between two mountains alongside the Kanaka River. It was designed as a fortified royal residence. As I remember, the Hisar fort was captured 21 times and destroyed several times by various invading armies and emperors.
The Hisar fortress has been rebuilt, adapted, and reconstructed over the years. As a result, the fort we know today bears little resemblance to the original formidable Hisar fort, which once towered over the valley.
When the pirates arrived at the fort, they hurriedly went to the arched gate and climbed up to see the treasure on top of it. Charisse immediately saw the paper and opened it.
The word Asia is written on it. What does that mean?
Where is the treasure? I don't see any treasure box.
The Asia.
What do you mean?
The pirates analyzed what's the meaning of Asia being the
Asia is the treasure. We've traveled the entirety of Asia looking for a treasure, but all this time, Asia as a whole is the treasure itself all this time.
Giaren is right. All the knowledge and experience we've encountered are the treasure in this journey. We've learned a lot through our adventures and treasure hunting.
The beauty of Asia is that there are endless possibilities and treasures to be discovered. In every country we went to, there is something that makes the place unique. Plus, we met amazing people that truly shows how Asian people are hospitable and warm-hearted.
The treasure of Asia is not only the beautiful places, but also the people. I love how they assisted and accommodated us without asking anything in return. I will surely come back and travel back to every corner of Asia.
The pirates enjoyed the rest of their time roaming around their last destination, admiring and appreciating the beauty of Asia, until their next adventure. Yo ho!